My fiance accused me of something awful after a night she initiated intimacy while extremely drunk. I don't think I did anything wrong, but now I'm worried about losing her. Me, 28 male, and my fiancée Sarah, 24 female, have been dating for 5 years and living together for 2 years. 3 weeks ago I popped the big question and she said yes. She was very excited and immediately went into full-on planning mode and has been deep into it ever since. Her best friend from high school, Melissa, came to visit last night, Friday, and celebrate our engagement. Melissa lives about a 3-hour plane ride away, so we don't see her very often, but Melissa's brother, Paul, lives about a 25-minute car ride from us, and that's where she stays when she's in town. I like Melissa, but when her and Sarah hang out together they revert back to their more wild days and go on all-night benders. Sarah drinks socially with me and our friends, but rarely if ever gets so belligerent like she does when she's with Melissa. It's never been a problem in the past. Sometimes I go with them and have a blast. When I don't go with them, sometimes they Uber back to my place or Paul's and both spend the night wherever they end up, or sometimes Paul or I end up picking them up and dropping them at their respective houses. I work Saturday mornings, and have to be up at 5 a.m., so I told Sarah to text me if she was going to stay at Paul's, or wake me up when she got home if she came back. This is normal for us when one of us goes out without the other, and she always does it, and when she wakes me up it's usually just a light shake, "Hey, I'm home," kiss, and back to sleep. Last night Paul was available and drove my fiancée home. When she got home, she was extremely drunk, like could barely stand drunk. She woke me up by falling full body weight on top of me into the bed. I checked my watch and it was just before 3 a.m. She quickly got exposed and told me that she was turned on and wanted to get it on. I at first refused, saying I needed to wake up in 2 hours and really wanted my sleep. But she insisted, and regardless of the number of times I see my fiancé exposed it always puts me in the mood, so I obliged. It didn't last long as she was very drunk, but she patted me on the head and said good work, which I don't believe she's ever done before, rolled over and went to bed. I didn't think much of it, and went back to sleep. I woke up for work and left, my fiancé still fast asleep. Usually she texts me when she wakes up when I am working, so when she did not by noon I started to get curious. I called her several times and left a few texts, no answer. When I got home, she was nowhere to be found and I started to worry. I called Melissa, at which point she informed me that Sarah would be staying at Paul's and Melissa had extended her trip to stay with her after my heinous behavior. I had no clue what she was talking about, but she didn't elaborate. I called Paul to try to get some answers. We aren't friends, but we are friendly. He told me that Sarah told Melissa that I SA'd her, as she was too drunk to have consensual lovemaking with me and barely remembers the act at all. He said she was drunker than he's ever seen her when he dropped her off, and had to help her to my front door. He sounded like he was on their side from how he was describing her inebriation. I've had drunk intimacy with my fiancé before, but thinking back I think we were always both drunk. I don't know of a time that only one of us was drunk and we made love, but it was fully Sarah's idea. I did try to refuse at first, and at no point during did she seem in any way to not want to be making love with me. I've tried to apologize, but Sarah won't say a word to me. I'm panicking because I don't think what I did was wrong, but I don't want to lose the love of my life. I guess this is half asking if I'm in the wrong, and half relationship advice asking what I should do next. So am I in the wrong here? Could I face legal trouble? How should I try to approach Sarah to try to mend this?